Hey everybody, it's Old Drifter here. Just thought I'd get out today, walk around these old woods a little bit, see what I could find. Yesterday, I went on my little hike I was talking about, down the shoreline. Spent all day out there. I don't know, probably a good 4 or 5 hours. Did a lot of filming, seen some cool things, rocks and mushrooms and certain stuff, but I did a lot of filming. Got back to camp that night. So, well, I fixed some supper. I said, I'm going to try to put all this together and make something out of it so I can upload it. So I get my SD card out, put it in, corrupted. I couldn't believe it. I took it back out, did the old, remember the old Nintendo system, blowing the cartridge thing, put it in, put it back in, file corrupted. So unfortunately I lost everything I had. Kind of a bummer, but it is what it is. What can you do? Now today, it's cold out here. You see, I got my hoodie and a coat on. This weather's insane. I haven't looked. Last time I looked, it was 30, 36 or 37 degrees. Everything's wet. It's been raining, so that makes it seem even colder. Anyway, I decided I'm going to go ahead and get out and walk around a little bit. Yeah, sorry I didn't upload nothing yesterday. It was all gone. I don't know what happened to it. Let me get you turned around here, and I'll show you what my plan is for today. Alright, my plan for today is, now I done hiked a little bit. Well, I say hiked. I done walked a little bit. I'm up on a big ridge, up on a big hill. If you can see it, it kind of drops off and drops off down the lake. I'm gonna stay, just the simple fact it's raining a little bit off and on today. I'm gonna stay close to camp, but I'm gonna use the shoreline as a reference again. Now yesterday I took my backpack, showed you everything I carried in it, had it all out there. Really took effort, took time to make something, and it was all gone. I don't know what happened to it. I'm still gonna see maybe if it's on the SD card or something I'm doing wrong, but it says corrupted, so it's not gonna be on there. But anyway, I don't see it on my screen. There's actually a game trail right here. You can barely see it on here anyway. I'm gonna follow that today. Stay close to the shores. Just see what's out here. I've never been on this ridge. I don't think I'm gonna find no homestead. Just a simple fact, it's such a steep hill. But I've never been up here, so I'm gonna find out today what's up here. So let me pause this, get to walking, and if I find something cool, I'll bring you back. Just wanted to mention something real quick here. Kind of straying away from the river, getting deeper in the woods. Come up on top of this big ridge. Simply because I know it's a depression. This, if you can see that little depression right there, let me get turned around, not too fast. If it goes up this way, that's an old road bed. I'm curious where it goes. I'm not going to follow it too far because I didn't bring my pack and my gear. That leads me to a point I wanted to mention. If you get to straying off, like I was using I can still see it, but like I was using the water as a reference, directional reference. But if you get straying off too far, and like I said before, you get here in these woods, everything looks exactly the same. Nothing changes. We need to stop every now and then, hold about every 5 minutes or so, and just do a 360. Just turn around, take a good look at everything, get a visual image of where you're at, and then pick you out some kind of landmarks. Of course, in the woods, it's hard to pick out a landmark, but I'll show you what I'm going to use right here. And even though I'm still by the water, once I drop off that ridge, I won't see the water no more. Well, I'm not going to walk all the way down there, but in this general area, there's huge trees been blown down, or for whatever reason, you see them over there. They're scattered all over, pretty much in a kind of a circle. I'm just turned around, these huge trees are down there where, not exactly, but kind of like in a circle. So I'm going to use it as a visual image and name this the Circle of the Giants. So when I start heading back this way, of course I'm going to pick other things out, but when I start heading back, when I see that, you know, it's something unique, something different, I'll know I'm headed in the right direction. But yeah, if you don't have a compass or whatever, which you should have, and I didn't bring mine because I wasn't planning on doing this, but I feel pretty confident up here. So yeah, pick out landmarks. Don't walk for an hour and then look around and say, oh man, where am I at? You know, every few minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or whatever, stop and just take a good 360 look of your area. Get a visual image of what you're looking at, and pick out some kind of landmarks to, you know, build a mental map is what I'm saying. Anyway, let me get to hiking. I'm gonna follow this road bed and see where it goes. I've been walking quite a while now, probably good 30, 40 minutes. Found a few things I want to show you. First, let me get over here to a good spot. Now this is going to be true pretty much no matter where you're at in the world, except for the desert maybe. But you see this right here, everybody knows what that is. That's moss. There's a couple things that can be used for. One, moss is an excellent anesthetic. If you cut yourself for certain animal bites, you know, like say a bee sting or fire ants, some of that nature, this is a perfect anesthetic. Tear off a big piece and put it on your cut or sting or whatever, wrap it up. It's almost as good as what you buy off the shelf. The second thing is, now this would be a drastic measure, but if you get out here, now I'm close to the lake, so I wouldn't have to do this, but say there ain't no lake around. You get out here, you run out of water, you're lost, you done built your shelter, got your fire going, but man, you're thirsty. Even on the hottest days of the year, I mean, it might not rain for weeks, you can grab this. Now, it's going to take quite a bit. You'd have to get all this. See that water coming out of there? All I'm doing is squeezing it. And that water is safe to drink. I mean, look how much that one little piece had. Now, if you was really thirsty, just that little bit of water would be awesome. And I'm going to actually spread that back open, put it back out. It'll grow right back. Yeah, now that water, that's not going to taste like a fine wine or nothing. But that water's safe to drink. As long as, you know, somebody doesn't spill a jug of gas right here or something. But that moss acts like a filter. And moss won't let bacteria grow. Now, there's a little science to that. I'm not going to try to get into it now. But yeah, there won't be no bacteria, no malaria, none of that nature in that moss. Might be a little animal pee on there, but if I'm dying of thirst, I won't care. The second thing I want to show you, I found this general area, which I may go down there and explore it, I don't know. If I get to these limbs here. I seen this little pile of rocks here. If you remember every day, kind of looking for some more, I don't see any, but remember the day I was talking about, see how they're pretty uniform laying there. They're not just randomly scattered out. It tells me at one time there was something here. And the biggest clue is that right there. That's not a natural rock, that's concrete. I don't mean that was there, put there last week. That could be, concrete's been around for 100 years. So I saw that and I got to looking closer. Does anybody know what that is? Just no jumbo of wire, but the way it's jumbled up kind of tells you what it is. Look at this right here, see if you can guess what that is. Now it's pretty big. The leaves got covered up. It goes way over there. It's an old mattress. Remember like your granny used to sleep on? It was real, almost like a trampoline. Now why would the old mattress be out here in the middle of the woods? I mean this ain't a modern dump site, so more than likely there was a house around here somewhere. Maybe not this particular spot. Yeah, I'd almost bet it was right here, because here's some more. And I call this modern trash, but that could be 60, 70 years old. It's concrete mixed in with rock. I call it modern. The reason I do that is because that tells you, I'm saying it's not, like 1800s or nothing. If you look on down right there, and it barely shows, but there and there and there, it's an old dump site right here. I don't know if I'm gonna go down in there right now, because it looks pretty sketchy at the moment, but here's something right here I can look at. Yeah, and it's big and deep. I mean, I can't even budge it. Piece of metal. Probably an old tub or something of that nature. And I'm seeing a lot of bottles. And this particular bottle don't look that old, just from what I'm seeing. Well, yeah, it's not 1800, but it's pretty old. The reason I know that, well, I'll go tell you how I know this is old. Now I say old, I'm talking, 50, 60 years old, 70 years old. Let's see, it's got some writing right here, if I can see it. Can't make it out, but the reason I know this is fairly old, look at that top real close right there. All your glass bottles, which we don't hardly have glass bottles no more, but they were screw tops. Lid was screwed on. This one has no kind of thread or, no way to screw a cap on it, because it had a cork of some type. More likely it was a cork, or it could have been a rubber plug, but anyway, it was an old bottle. You shove something down in there. So that tells you right there it's kind of old. Here's a piece right here. Let's see what this is, since I'm right here anyway. Now see this one here, and people are mistaking that. They would think that's a real old bottle by the shape. But what I just told you, let me get it cleaned off a little bit here. Kind of hard to do one-handed, hang on. But what I just got through telling you, see them little ridges right there? That's a thread or whatever for screwing a cap on. So that tells me right there this bottle's not that old. We're talking maybe at the most 50s or something. And this is old car part. And the only reason I know, I'm trying to think what the money actually went to on the car. I'm gonna say somewhere around the hood area, just by the shape of it. But what gave it away, for one thing, it's metal. The shape of it and them wires hanging out. I don't know exactly what part of the car, but it's, if I had to guess, somewhere around the hood. Probably no fender, about rusted away, but that's probably what that is. And that might be the rest of it right there. Now that's some stuff I call modern trash. And like I said, just because I say modern, it's still 70, 80 years old, 100, maybe 100 years old. It had cars back in the early 1900s, so it don't mean it was put out here last week. So I would go ahead and explore this site. I'm not going to today, but yeah, I'm going to come back to it. Actually, since I'm here, I'm going to pause it and get on down that valley, just see what's down there. Alright, I'm down here in this valley. It's I've just been poking around. I don't feel like this place is going to be too off a hold. Probably one of the old farms they bought out when they made the valley here. If I had to take a guess at the date of it, I'm going to say, I don't know, maybe 40s, 50s or something like that. All you old timers know what this is. That's an old galvanized bucket. You would maybe, well, you'd use it for a lot of things, but as a kid I remember carrying ashes out of a stove with it, or bringing coal in. We had stoves that burned coal back then. Things of that nature. I mean, it was used for everything, but. And this is an old gas can, as you can see. If I can get it turned over here, old metal gas can. Oh, it's been here a long time. So that tells me this area here is more than likely, as you can see, it's undisturbed. I mean, it's been here unknown for a long time. I don't think this is going to be I'm going to say 50s at the most. 40s, 45, 50s. Could be a little newer, it could be 60s, 70s, but I doubt it, considering this place was bought out in the 50s and 40s by the government, so I doubt it's any newer than that. Now, that don't mean you won't find some old coins or something here. It's just not something, I believe it'd be more trash than any treasure. Simply because the people that lived here, there's poor farmers, they didn't really have nothing. But some of the stuff they didn't, poor people had back then is actually worth money now. Especially the old jewelry. That old dime store jewelry they had then, bringing big money right now. People are buying it, they like it. I'm not really seeing anything else. I know there's stuff out here. It's just covered up in the leaves and all that. But just visually, right on top, I'm not seeing any clues. Let's see. Now, I'm gonna make my way back up that hill, get back on that old roadbed, and see what else we can find. I'll be back. I've been walking a pretty good way since last time. Oh, probably about 25-30 minutes. I found something really awesome. I mean, this is not even a clue. It's just a big flashing neon sign. Oh, what is that? I see something else I'm gonna check out a little bit in a minute. But anyway, man, there's so much stuff in this area. I'll just start right here. First, there's that old roadbed. I know it's hard to see, but that depression, that's an old roadbed. But as you notice, you can't see the water nowhere. You see the lake or river or anything? Okay, I've strayed away from that. Now that's what I was using as my reference, you know, so I don't get lost out here. But the reason I allow myself to stray away from it is simply because I'm following this old roadbed. And I haven't strayed off of it. I haven't went to the left or to the right. I've just been following it straight. So, you know, that's my new reference. And I've been stopping, taking visuals, looking around, seeing where I'm at. I'm gonna follow that right back to camp. But that's what I was talking about. You know, stopping and looking around, taking a mental note of what's around you, what to look for when you try to leave. Because I've been walking, and I didn't do it on purpose. I've been walking straight away from the water, and I'm nowhere near close to it. I don't hear boats no more, don't hear water running. So, you know, it's just that simple. Without even paying attention, you know, I lost track of where I'm at, you know, as far as using the water. But anyway, I'm rambling, get back to showing you what I found. As I was walking, I seen this rock sticking up, which that doesn't look natural. Reason being, that's a slab of concrete. Actually several slabs, but there's a piece there, and that's what caught my attention. That's a separate piece, and it's perfectly square looking from what I can see. And they're scattered all about here. What tells me this was more like an old home, or some kind of structure. I'm going to say home, but these little pieces of brick. Now this brick's old. It's hard to say how to tell you how I know it's old, but it's like baked clay. It's real compact, smooth. Your modern bricks are porous. I wish I had one to show you. But when I say porous, I mean like a sponge. You got a bunch of little bitty holes in it. If you look at them real close, a modern brick, you'll see that. And then your old brick, if it'll focus, is what I call smooth. It don't have all them holes in it. That's the reason for that, because that's what that is. That's clay and certain types of dirt they would pack down in like a kind of mold they made and then bake it, you know, pretty much cook it to get it hard. But the clue that I say is a dead giveaway, it's not even a clue. There's a well right there. And it's full. That thing needs to be covered up. Now this ain't an old well. Well, it's old, but I'm talking about it ain't. Now if it's from like the 1800s, it'll be rock stacked up, kind of like making a round wall. There'll be smooth rock stacked up. This has got concrete on it. So that tells me it's not super old. Again, you know, it could be 30s, 40s, or whatever, but it's not like 1800s. I see something else over there. Let me see if I can get to it. But now that I know that's there, I need to watch where I'm walking, because it may be a well, you know, it's at ground level. It's not high like that. I can step right off in it. Which I do that anyway. I watch for that stuff because I've run across it so much. I know now it's good to look for it. Oh, it's just another part of whatever structure was here. Oh, this would be the front of it. Okay. Starting to see more stuff now. See, there's like a wall right here. That was the foundation. It goes on down. The reason I think this is the front, man, this is awesome. I never even knew this was here. Pretty sure this is the front of the house. Because right here, see the wooded area? There's wood. You notice this right here looks kind of different. It looks almost too flat. because it's a sidewalk or walk up to the house. See how this is kind of fluffy, I'm gonna say fluffy looking, and this right here looks flat. Let me go ahead and rake my foot around. Yeah, look at there. The sidewalk, or walk up to a house. And it goes on, and right there's the 2 steps. Went right up in the door. And some of you old timers remember back in the day, you had them old square houses. They was a shelter. They wasn't a trophy. But most of the time they was built in a square. No porches, no nothing. You just had a couple steps, 2 or 3 or whatever, to get in it, and that was it. So this was an old farmhouse, I'm gonna guess. Maybe not necessarily a farm, but it was a working man's house. The president didn't live here. We know that much. Let me see if I can find a pine tree. Find one close. I see pine trees. But anyway, there's a couple of pines around here. Over there, and there's one way off in there. I'm not going to walk away down to it. But back to that moss. This video's getting long. But say you're stranded out here. Back to this moss. This moss is everywhere. That's safe to drink. Actually, I'm going to start heading back. But anyway, that water's safe to drink. You squeeze it out. But it ain't going to taste that good. It's going to have that old earthy, leafy dirt taste. But what you can do, find you some pine trees. Gather up a handful of needles, fresh needles off of the green ones. Put them in a cup of some type, or whatever you're using to boil some water. If you can't find nothing, you can find an old glass jar. Clean it out best you can. And use your judgment. If it looked like it had, cyanide chemicals in it, don't use it. But if it looked like an old Coke bottle or something, clean it out best you can. Put them pine needles in there. Then you water and boil it. You'll make a pine needle tea. And it's actually pretty good. It really is. It's high in vitamin C. So if you're trapped out here, or lost, and let's say it's cold, like it is today, it's cold, wet, damp feeling, that would be actually good for you. You'd get your hydration you need from the water. You would get a good source of vitamin C to help fight the cold. And then just, the heat from boiling it, the warmth, will warm you up a little bit. So that'd be something to keep in mind there. And pine needle tea is actually pretty good. Now it does, I don't know what they call the backside. When you swallow it, that last bit you taste, it will have just a little bit of a bite to it. But it's pretty good. I mean, I drink it all the time. I enjoy it. But that could be something there you could remember. And it's high in vitamin C. I mean, highly rich in vitamin C. You can actually eat the seeds off the pine cones. Of course, it'd take you 2 weeks to get enough to fill you up. If you'll get a pine cone and kind of pull them little flat barky things apart, there's little seeds in there. You can eat them. They're pretty good for you. Let me pause this right here and get to moving. I'm a long ways from camp. Which, I stop and take my look around, which I'm on this old road bed, so I know I'm okay. Let me pause it and get to walking. Got a pretty good ways to go. I was walking back to camp, kind of watching the other side, and I run across another homestead. I didn't even see this when I was coming down. But you'll notice there's no brick. Oh, some old trash laying around right there. Now I've done pulled a few bottles out of the ground. Just trying to date the area. Here's some trash to help you date. It's just no Pepsi Cola can, but still. And y'all remember when them was around. Now I remember them as a kid, so that's, well, I'm in my 40s, so, at least 40 something years ago, but I say that one's a little bit older than that. There's some more brick. But this site here tells a little bit different story. I've been noticing a lot of dark stuff around here. Some of the bricks I've been looking at was dark. Here's some old bottles I pulled up just trying to date it. What's that right there? Something, a piece of glass. But here's an old Pepsi bottle. Nothing special about it. It's just, you know, it's kind of old screw top, so it ain't real old. But I don't ever remember seeing one like this. I was born in the 70s, so I'm gonna say this is 50s or 60s, simply because I don't ever remember seeing one like it. Then you got this, of course the lid's on here, so that really helps. No Wesson cooking oil bottle, it's glass. But it actually has a maker's date on it. And that's what helps date areas. See, this one says 1B42. These 1 and this B is location markers. I don't really know what B is right offhand. But just for an example, we'll say B stands for, you know, just say Gary, Indiana. I know there used to be a big bottle maker up there. We'll just say it stands for that. I don't know what B stands for, but that's just to give you an example. But the 42 is the year, 1942. So, you know, that bottle's pretty old. That's not the old stuff I like to look for, but it's old enough. But the real good clue is, with all the stuff I've been seeing a lot of char and ash, a few pieces of wood burned. At first, I wasn't for sure what it was. And I seen the bricks, they're kind of, some of them's got burn marks. Then I found this old glass jar, it's melted. I'm almost certain this house burnt down. I could be wrong. But I found all this is a steep hill. I found all this right here on this edge of this hill. So I don't think it's a burn pile, like trash burn pile. I'm finding too much brick and stuff with it. I'm thinking the structure itself, a house or maybe a barn, storage building, whatever, had burned down at one time. I'm about to come back to this one here too. I'm seeing stuff scattered all over this hill. Here's something pretty neat. I didn't see it when I walked in here. See that old shoe? That's been here a long time. Got the moss growing on it. See if we can get it out without tearing it up too bad. Wow, there was 2 pairs of shoes here, I think. Yeah, it's an old shoe. That's an old leather. It's not rubber or nothing. That's an old leather sole. It's an old work boot. I guess that fella's done retired, then ain't he? He don't need his work boots no more. Anyway, I just saw that. I want to show it to you real quick. Let me pause it here and keep on walking. Well, I made it back to camp. Boy, look, it's scrubby today, ain't it? I gotta get cleaned up today. I gotta go back to work tomorrow. So, anyhow, I just want to take a little walk today. Take it along with me, see what we can find. Now, that was all new to me. I've never seen that stuff over there before. So I'm definitely gonna get back over there and check it out. It doesn't seem to be too old, you know. I look for stuff like this. A lot of Civil War history around here, so I look for stuff like 1800s. I'm pretty positive that stuff's not that old, but well, I know it's not. Anyhow, I'm gonna try and make another video with my hiking bag to show you, you know, what I carry with me. I didn't take it today. I wasn't planning on being gone as long as I was. I've been gone about 2 hours. But yeah, I'm gonna show you what I carry in there when I go on my all-day hikes. I had it, the other spot's just right here behind me. I spent all day out there. I walked, man, I don't know. It was almost dark when I got back, so probably a good 4 or 5 hours, maybe 6. Seen some cool stuff, got my bag out, showed what all I had in there. I don't know what happened to the video. It says file corrupted, I don't know. I'm not gonna worry about it. It's kind of frustrating, but you know, what can you do? Anyhow, I'm gonna end this right here because I keep looking back over there. It's pretty dark. I'm glad I come back when I did. I believe there's some more rain coming, and the wind's blowing this direction. So I guess I'm gonna end this right here. I'll make another video about my bag here soon. I got work tomorrow, so it probably won't be tomorrow, but I'll get that done. Anyway, I hope y'all having a great day. If not, maybe tomorrow will be a good day. Every day's a good day, in my opinion. I mean, I know some are rough, some are easy, but every day I wake up is a good day to me. Anyway, I hope y'all having a great day. I appreciate you coming along. Thank you for subscribing. I'm gonna end it right here. I'll see you next time. I almost forgot. Got to say hello to my Aunt Kay. I think I forgot last time, didn't I? I almost forgot this time. But if you're watching, hello to you. Now I'm ending it right now. All right, see you later.